It's Week 10 of the NFL, and the spotlight falls on Devin Witherspoon. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Steelers and the Hawks coming up next.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Carr. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Carr now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Carr to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10. Now Carr. His throw incomplete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking for McClellan, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Robinson with another carry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Lawrence. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hitting Mayer here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Michael Mayer, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
The Seahawks at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They need 2. Here's third down. Lawrence going to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Michael Mayer with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
On first down, Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
We'll talk about this Seahawk defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
3rd and 8.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now Lawrence on first down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and all the plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. And they'll come up 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Lawrence. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Robinson.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort. And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
First down, Pittsburgh.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run once more with Taylor.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just too off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Tucker's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Robinson up the middle.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out come the Steelers. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw his car. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Taylor diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, it's Carr for a Steelers touchdown.
Michael Pittman
from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Meanwhile, Lawrence is thrown into the hands of McLaurin.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A 50-yard attempt.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start with an NFC West battle down in the Valley of the Sun. Arizona hosting, visiting San Francisco. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. From there, we head east to check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Hollywood Marquise Brown, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Austin Eckler, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw. And caught by London.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
That's good. For the Seahawks. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And yet again, it's McLaurin.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Caught by Mayer. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. It gets it right back to Mayer. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run with Robinson.
A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Robinson again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through and ended up tackling for a loss.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
York able to send this one through.
And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
On the draw is Taylor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on first down is Carr. This is caught by Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Steelers.
On play action, now Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Tucker's kick is good, and that's going to tie things at 20.
So matching field goals here to begin this third quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long. Very much like a boxing match. Each team counter-punching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Good for a Seattle Seahawks. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Lawrence on first down.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Brings up second and 8 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence, that one downfield for Dotson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. So first and 10 now from the 30. Carr now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. Now Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Josh Allen able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken at about the 36. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now they're going to motion Dotson to the left. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
To the left side, there's Mayer.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And to throw again is Lawrence. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Touchdown, Seahawks! Luke Schoonmaker.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
The York now for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Josh Allen on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Carr going to throw.
And he'll find Pittman.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Carr. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
2nd and inches at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And the Steelers are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Josh
Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Carr. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Carr to throw. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
And that's one of those calls where you play it safe, but you're hoping that maybe something might spring for you because instead of forcing ball downfield on 3rd and long, maybe you can hit him with something underneath, break a tackle or two, pick up a block, and see what happens. Now here, though, good job reading the screen, and it sets up 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it. And they will take a knee here. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.